Imagine the people you trusted most, those you gave everything to, suddenly disappeared the moment you actually needed them. This is the reality for Timon, a wealthy Athenian nobleman whose life is defined by a generosity so extreme it becomes pathological. Timon expresses friendship through grand gestures. He hosts constant, lavish banquets, hands out expensive gifts, and pays off his friends' debts the moment they ask. This spending creates a massive entourage. Poets, artists, and lords constantly surround him, burying Timon in a mountain of praise and gratitude. Because Timon never says no, he falls into a dangerous trap. He equates this transactional flattery with genuine human loyalty. Only one man sees through the spectacle. Apemantus is a cynical philosopher who refuses to participate in the fawning or the feasts. He warns Timon directly, these men are not friends but leeches who only care about the size of his purse. Timon ignores him. When you are the most popular man in Athens, it is easy to believe the praise is real. The illusion shatters when Timon's servants deliver the news. The parties and gifts have drained his fortune completely, leaving him in massive debt. Timon remains calm. He is certain that his vast network of brothers will eagerly step up to bail out the man who enriched them. Timon reaches out to the specific men he saved and supported, asking for financial help in his hour of need. One by one, they refuse. They make excuses, hide from his messengers, or pretend they barely recognize the man they once called a brother. Timon's generosity didn't create a bond, it created a transaction. When the wealth stopped, loyalty dropped to zero. This lack of boundaries created dependency. Without money, he held no value. This realization breaks Timon's psyche. It transforms his worldview from one of total love for humanity into something much more violent. Timon invites his treacherous friends to one last banquet. Expecting another round of gifts, they eagerly attend. Instead of food, Timon serves them covered dishes containing only warm water and stones. He explodes in rage, cursing his guests and physically driving them out of his home with insults. He refuses to rebuild or seek justice. Instead, he abandons Athens entirely to live like an animal in the wilderness. This is a total pendulum swing. Timon has moved from the extreme of blind trust to the opposite extreme of absolute hatred for all mankind. In the wild, Timon survives by digging in the dirt for roots, having completely rejected the world of men. In a final, bitter irony, he finds gold while digging for food. Fortune follows him even in exile. He uses this wealth to fund chaos. He gives gold to soldiers and opportunists, not out of kindness, but to encourage them to destroy Athens through war and corruption. He isolates himself further, driving away every visitor until he eventually dies alone in the dirt. There is no redemption and no return. The man who once used his wealth to buy the illusion of friendship now uses it exclusively to purchase the destruction of his fellow man. Timon's tragedy is the result of a specific failure to evaluate the people he let into his life. Because he never tested his relationships or established boundaries, he never knew which connections were real and which were merely parasitic. By overcorrecting into total hatred, he ensured he would never find the balance required for genuine human connection. How do you give without losing yourself? How do you protect your kindness without turning cold? Consider liking and subscribing if you want to explore more of the human complexities found in these classic tragedies.